Thank you all for being here. Our first presenter is going to be our president, Dr. Christina Ponce, who is going to do our welcome. So give it up for Dr. Ponce for taking time off to be with us.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Temple College Board of Trustees, our administration, our faculty and staff, I want to welcome all of you to Temple College today to celebrate the very special Texas Bioscience Institute graduates that we're so excited to be celebrating with just next month. This is the most special group for so many reasons. They have showed academic excellence across the board. They've excelled in and out of the classroom. They have participated in research. They have taken the most rigorous math and science courses and lots of other STEM courses throughout their program. And best of all, they are graduating with their associate's degree a couple weeks before high school. So let's give them a huge round of applause. That's pretty special to be able to tell people that you earned a college degree before you graduated from high school. So congratulations to you and all of your success. I wanted to thank a few people who make this possible. I want to thank our school district partners. We work closely with them on creating an opportunity for high school students to earn a STEM degree while they're still in high school, to work through logistics and scheduling and everything, all for all of you, because we know that this will create great opportunities for your future. And so if all of our school district partners that are here in the room, if you could please stand, let's give them a huge round of applause. Also, I wanted to take a few moments to thank those who support us at home. Our parents, our guardians, our grandparents, our family members, especially going through a special program like this where you have so much studying and concentrating and things to do. That support of your family makes a world of difference, as you all know. And so let's give all of the family members a huge round of applause. I also wanted to thank the amazing people that have worked with you over the last 2 years, and that's the Tbi Faculty and Staff. This is an amazing team that have all done an incredible job to make sure that you have the best experience possible. And so will all faculty and the Tbi team and anybody that works with Tbi students, if you will please stand. You know, you have all achieved the highest levels of success. We want you to keep on these STEM paths, keep earning lots of degrees, and keep in touch with Temple College. We want to hear your success stories. We want to know when you're earning your bachelor's degree and master's degree and PhDs, and we want to hear when you get that dream job of yours in a STEM field. And just know that we will always be part of your family. So I encourage all of you to stay connected with the Temple College alumni. This is a network of students and your faculty and staff, and it's a great way to keep in touch with everyone. And they want to hear your success. We want to hear your success. We want to know what's going on in your futures. We will always be here for all of you. And I am most looking forward to shaking each of your hands at graduation in just under a month. So congratulations on all of your success. Congratulations, parents. I know that you are as proud of us, of these amazing students. So let's congratulate our TBI graduates.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here with us this evening. My name is Marcus Bell. I work out of Temple High School as a dual credit advisor. Some of you may have seen me in recent months. It's been a pleasure being a part of this experience. I'm here tonight to introduce our keynote speaker. She is an incredible woman who has sat in your very same shoes. So having similar experiences, I'm very excited for her speech tonight. She began her journey with Temple College back here in 2015 with the TBI program. She completed that program in 2017, earning her Associates of Science degree from Temple College, making her the first in her family to earn a degree in higher education. She had gone on to earn a Bachelor's of Science at the University of Texas at Austin in early childhood development. She spent her time tutoring at-risk elementary students in East Austin, as well as helping during COVID-19 raise over $750 through her Project Pack the Bag. The project provided new backpacks and school supplies to low-income first-generation students in Austin and Killeen. And to top it all off, she had the distinction of delivering the commencement speech at the University of Texas College of Education commencement ceremony in 2020. We were very fortunate to welcome her back here with us at Temple College in 2021 as she became the TBI program coordinator for our new programs in Huddle and Taylor. So without further ado, I'd love to introduce to you Ms. Amari Moore.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So I'm Amari Moore, the Texas Bioscience Institute Huddle coordinator, and I have the privilege of speaking with you all tonight. Public speaking is a great skill to have, but is not my favorite thing to do. So with saying that, it's very easy for me. I thought I would just talk to you guys more candidly than preparing a speech tonight. So over the past year, I've had the opportunity to get to know a lot of the TBI Temple students, and it's really just a full circle moment. Me and Professor Friedman were talking about that we were in your shoes not that long ago. Well, not for me, maybe for Mr. Friedman. But I just wanted to share with you guys, as I was here earlier, just thinking about being in your shoes, all these memories started running back about my white coat ceremony and getting ready to graduate from college. And so I just remember being in this building, you know, looking pretty cute in my white coat, getting ready to flex on Twitter, about to tell everyone that I graduated and that I got my silver cord. But also in the back of my mind, I was thinking about my next steps, graduating from college, from high school, and what did that look like for me. So I'm going to share with you guys tonight some of the advice that I wish someone had given to young Amari. And so the first thing that I would say to you guys is as you graduate, remember that you are forever a student. If you're the smartest person in the room frequently, you need to change your setting, as my mom would say. You guys always are going to be learning wherever you go. Be open, be humble, and life is just a forever lesson. And with TBI, a lot of times we tend to think, or as TBI students, we impose this timeline on ourselves of when everything needs to be done. We say, okay, I've got my associate's degree in 2 years, I need to have my bachelor's in 2, my master's in 2, be the president of the United States in 5 years. But take your time. And I say that because life will throw things at you guys that you're not prepared for. But that's okay, that's part of life that I've learned. I'll share a little bit about my journey coming into TBI. So in 2015, I started the program and I was very nervous. Like you said, I was a first-generation college student. So just going into this program, I really had never been in a college setting before. And lesson number 1, be humble. So in high school, I was what I would consider the smart kid, right? All of you guys are, you know what I'm talking about. You kind of got through in high school, you didn't really have to study, and then you come to TBI. And as a TBI student, you guys know there is a moment, whether it's, TBI will humble you, whether it be learning how to study, learning how to manage your time, or whatever it may be, you get humbled in this program at some point. And if you haven't been humbled in life so far, it's coming, but don't be scared about it. So my humbling experience with TBI is like I said, I was the smart kid, and so I went into Mr. Simpson's class. You guys know, and it was college algebra, first year. And I was really struggling, and I kept thinking to myself, okay, I'll get it eventually. And so weeks keep going by, and I'm falling further and further behind in class, and I'm not understanding anything. And so finally I go up to Mr. Simpson after class, and I say, Mr. Simpson, I'm not really understanding. What should I do? And you know what he told me? He told me come to tutoring. I'm a smart kid, so in my head, I was like, tutoring? Yeah, right. And so weeks kept going on, and I kept struggling in the program. And it seemed like everyone around me just instantly got it. So I was a smart kid, so I thought I should have it too, and I didn't want to continue to speak out about it. But then that midterm came, humbling, let me tell you. So I failed for the first time in my life. I failed a midterm or just a test in general, and that was my humbling experience. So guess what I was doing on Fridays? I was in Mr. Simpson's tutoring every single Friday, and I had to work really hard because my goal was to have all A's. And so in every math class that I've taken with Mr. Simpson, or just in college, I've always gotten an A. But the more important lesson that I learned through that was that it's okay to not know everything. It's okay not to be the smartest in the room. You shouldn't be. And what that really taught me was to be humble. It's okay to raise your hand and to ask for help. For those of you guys that are going on to college and to university, make sure that you're sitting in the first row. And when you have a question, don't wait till the end of class. Ask that question, because I bet you someone else in that room has the same question as you. All right, my fourth point is, or my second, sorry, I'm going out of order, but is to own your identities. So one thing that I learned through my time at the University of Texas, I'm a female of color, I'm Black, I'm Christian. Just own everything about yourself, your religion, your sexuality, your race, your ethnicity. All those things are what's going to make you unique and special. No one can take that away from you. And with that comes your culture. So you guys embracing your identities with your education, and you guys will be a threat wherever you go in life. No one can take that from you. When you walk in a room, walk in that room with your head held high. Oftentimes in my life as a person of color, I'm usually the only one in the room of my race most of the time when I was at the University of Texas. And for a long time, I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere, or I just felt like I stuck out. But no matter where you go, there's something about you that sets you apart. And I've learned that that's what your strength is as well. So make sure that you guys own that and use it to your advantage as well. My next part is to become a part of someone's village. So getting into this point, sometimes it feels like you kind of got here alone, that you've been struggling in silence. But really, in reality, none of you guys have got here alone. There's a village behind each and every one of you guys, and a very strong one. Whether that be your parents, your guardians, your neighbors, whoever got you here to this point, make sure you thank them today and thank them always for helping you get here. And as you guys go on, you are going to go on to do really great things. Some of you will go on to be dentists, doctors, lawyers. Remember your girl, please, as you guys become these amazing things. But remember how much help that you got here, whether it be from your instructors, from your coordinators, whoever got you to this point. Return that favor and become a part of someone else's village as well. You have to give back. And lastly, I want you guys to be proud of yourselves. So as we talk about imposter syndrome, I've talked to a lot of you guys, and I know you've stressed out and said that you don't deserve to be somewhere, or that you just made that grade because that you got lucky. This is a very special program for you guys, and a really special opportunity. You guys deserve all the accomplishments that you're earning, and these aren't going to be the end of them either. So as you go into rooms, walk with your head held high and be proud. Remember to take risks as well. Life is going to throw things at you. So after I graduated from TBI, I was on a really high. I had just graduated from high school, got my TBI associates, and I thought I was going to go to UT right away. And so I announced it on Twitter. I was going viral. Everything was going great. And then I went to orientation at UT, and I didn't find my community just yet. I didn't feel like I belonged there, imposter syndrome. And so all throughout that summer of my senior year, graduating senior year, going to UT, in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, I don't really want to go here. And that terrified me because that was always the plan. And I was very afraid that if I didn't go directly to college as a first-generation student, that I would never go back. And so 3 days before I moved into my dorm, I withdrew from college. And I didn't go directly to the University of Texas. I withdrew and took a year off. And so that was terrifying for me. But with the support of my family, and I was embarrassed as well because it seems like everyone around me already had this track. Remember that you're on your own path, you guys. So everyone around me, it seems like they were going straight off to college or the military. And for the first time in my life, I felt like I didn't know what I was going to do next. And so I spent the next year really figuring out what it was that I loved and what was my passion. And then I went on to UT. And for me, that was the best opportunity or choice that I could have made for myself. And I say that because you might think that you have a path just now, and it may change. Stick to your goals, but don't be afraid to take risks. Listen to your intuition as well. Because I feel like after taking a gap year, and I'm not encouraging anyone to take a gap year, parents, I'm not encouraging them not to go to college, but what I mean by that, and that'll come to you in some form or fashion when you don't know what the next step is, and just trust your gut and trust that something good is coming for you next. And lastly, I just want you guys to really be proud of yourselves for this accomplishment. Take time to thank your instructors, and just really live in the moment. Because when you're 2 years ahead of time, like I said, you tend to have this path as far as where you need to be next. Really live in your college experience, or if you're going off to the military or directly into the workforce, just continue to work towards what your goals are, and have intention with everything that you do. Even if your plans change, just make sure that you're always working towards a goal, because you guys are going to do amazing things. It's been my pleasure getting to know you guys over the past year. I've had so much fun getting to know y'all, and I really just hope that you guys continue to have a good time these last few weeks of TBI. And just remember, lastly, to find your community. When you go off to college or wherever your next step is, know that you have people around you. Find support wherever you go. Temple College and TBI will always be a part of your community for all of you. If you ever need anything or any support, our support for you guys is not conditional. You can always come back to us as well. Thank you, guys.
So after that, I don't know what to say. So students, congratulations. It has been a real pleasure to work with each one of you the last 2 years. Parents, this is an honor. We want to honor our students today, and we just want to acknowledge all the things that they went through for this Silver Cord. They went through 16 hours minimum of job shadowing, 16 hours of community service. On Fridays, they attended their lectures, and they also went through some workshops. And the workshops that they did were first year to senior ready workshops. These workshops included a portfolio for them to move on to their next levels, whether it be jobs or educational. So I just want to congratulate them tonight and let you know exactly what their accomplishments were. And from that moment, we're going to bring up Miss Bellamy Friedman and let her start saying names. Are you ready?
Before we get started, I just want to say in the short time that I have been a coordinator, that this is the first job that I truly have a passion for, and it is because of you guys. I go home and I'm talking to my family about how wonderful my students are, the ideas that you give for events or plans, whether it be volleyball for spring fling or egg hunt for Easter or anything to make you guys smile. That is why I love my job. And I just want to tell you that anything that you pursue in life, I wish you the best from the bottom of my heart. Once TBI, always TBI. Row 1, please rise. Elizabeth Alvarez, Grand Canyon University. David Basabi, University of Mary Hardin Baylor. Veronica Basile, Texas A&M University. Sophia Brea, Texas A&M University. Isaiah Castillo, Texas A&M University. Gabriel Chaberry, Texas State University. Rachel Connor, Texas Tech University. Kylie Cottle, Tarleton State University. Janae Devereaux, Angelo State University. Tiffany Din, University of Texas. Kerrigan Fritz, Texas A&M University. Selena Jerome, undecided. Thomas Graham, Texas A&M University. Haley Hampson, University of Texas at San Antonio. Ariana Helt, Texas State University. Allison Howe, University of Texas A&M College Station. Carlia Jones, University of Texas Austin. Hermione Kennedy, University of Texas Austin. Hannah Klaczynski, University of Mary Hardin Baylor. Jaden Kersnick, Oklahoma State University. Diana Lamika, University of Houston. Megan LaRock, Grand Canyon University. Anna Leslie, University of Texas Tyler. Gilberto Lopez, Texas A&M College Station. Mariana Mancias Galavez, Texas State University. Elizabeth McCormick, Texas State University. Cameron McLaughlin, Tarleton State University. Taylor Milliken, Texas A&M University. Andrea Mendez, University of Mary Hardin Baylor. Madeline Mockmer, University of Texas at Tyler. Ria Patel, University of Texas at Austin. Alicia Ramirez, Texas State University. Peyton Ringstaff, Texas State University. Taylor Royval, Texas A&M University. Emma Ruiz Peña, University of Texas at Arlington. Emma Salazar, Texas A&M University. Elena Salazar, Texas A&M University. Porfirio Niño, Texas State University. Philip Salinas, Texas State University. Andon Sanders, Texas State University. Daniela Santos, University of Texas San Antonio. Disha Sharma, University of Texas, Dallas. Matthew Smith, University of Texas, Austin. Mariah McCarthy Smith, University of Texas, Austin. Kia Sals, University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Tbi State, Texas A&M University. Grace Taylor, Tarleton State University. Jordan Tolbert, Texas State University. Ezekiel Trahan, Stephen F. Austin State University. Jenna White, Oklahoma State University. Tyler Wood, University of Texas, San Antonio. Callie Young, University of Mary Hardin, Baylor. Sarah Garza, Texas A&M University. Congratulations on your silver card.
Did you want to say anything else in closing? Okay. Buenas noches, me llamo Rosa Berreles Acosta, soy la directora ejecutiva de Cursos Duales y Alianzas de Escuelas Secundarias. My name is Rosa Berreles Acosta. I'm the executive director, dual credit and high school partnerships. I own who I am. I'm a first-generation Hispanic, low-income person, but here I am. And if I can do it, so do you. We are so very proud of all of you and your accomplishments. I'm here to just acknowledge a few people in our closing, and we have a lot of great people. So every time I call in a group, I'd like for you to stand up so that everybody knows that you're here, so we can all see you. So we're going to begin first with our wonderful president, Dr. Ponce. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us. We appreciate you and all that you do for our college and all that you do for our students. Next, I'd like to thank our dual credit staff, and they're scattered around the room, so we're going to ask them all to kind of stand up. Melissa Kunze, our dual credit coordinator. Linda Bellamy Friedman, our TBI Temple coordinator. Amari Moore, our TBI Huddle coordinator. Miss Wendy Fettig, our Student Success Navigator for dual credit and TBI. Marcus Bell, our dual credit advisor at Temple High School. And last but certainly not least, Christian Horton, who is back there somewhere leading our ambassadors. And if we can have the light on, we're going to acknowledge our ambassadors as well. We have a new group of ambassadors that are starting up, and they are here today. And you guys, I think they're back there. I can't see very well, but where are they? Oh, okay, there they are. Carla, Alicia, Anna, Lena, Michaela, and I can't tell if anybody else came in. Thank you so very much for all of your work today. These ladies and helped set up and help Mr. Horton take care of everything. Our dual credit staff helped set up all of this. They are wonderful. We'd like to thank each of them, not only for working with our students, but getting us together, keeping me together. And so a round of applause for our dual credit staff and our ambassadors, please. Next, I'd like for the parents to stand up, because I need your child to acknowledge you for making them breakfast, for getting them on the bus or in the car, or make sure their homework is done, making sure that their dinner is served, and I shall keep going on and on. But thank you so very much for all that you do. I'm going to share a funny story. I had some students write a thank you note one time, and I said, I'd like for you to thank your parents, because it's really important to thank them. They get you up, they get that breakfast ready, they wash your clothes when they don't have to. And one of them wrote it to Tinka Taco. And I said, why did you write a thank you there? They're like, well, they're the ones who make my breakfast. And I said, but who took you to get it? And they're like, my parents. So always thank your parent. Be very humble, like Maria said, but thank your parent for everything. You are here because they get you there. You are here because they stand behind you and because they believe in you just like we do. So parents, again, thank you so much for everything that you do for them. Next, I'd like for anybody that's in ISD administration, any counselors that are here, please stand up. To our ISD administrators, I know we have a superintendent sitting in the back there somewhere in the dark, but I'd like to thank you for helping us and helping these students through this program. It was not always easy, but your unwavering support did not go unnoticed. We know you are there. We thank you for answering us, even if it's multiple times. We appreciate you. We thank you, and the students thank you for all that you do. You are wonderful, and we do not forget that. What I'd like to do right now is I'd like for all of the SilverCords to please stand up, turn around, face the back, and thank everyone that is here that has supported you, please. Take your pictures. Thank you. And while you're standing, if you will remain standing, we would like to give one last round of applause for our SilverCords. We are so proud of you. We thank you for being here. Please turn around and accept everybody's acknowledgement of the great work that you have done to get here. Thank you again. You guys can sit down. We're going to hold our students back because we're going to be taking pictures of them. Parents, if you would like to, go ahead and get out into the reception. Get to know each other. Your students grew up together the last 2 years. They have become friends. Please go meet someone that you haven't met with. Talk to them and just learn about the students and what they did. Students, we're going to go ahead and take a few pictures of you, so please just hang on just a second. I'm not real sure how we're doing this. Oh, I did forget. I'm sorry. Where is my faculty? Oh, there they are. Okay. One last thing, and I did forget. I have you on my list, but I jumped over y'all. We have some faculty members here that have not only been helping us, but have helped these students throughout the way. Y'all don't know anything about this man. I don't think anybody ever talks about him. Randy Simpson, our math instructor. Philip Friedman, our micro teacher. Robert Hamilton, is he here? Dr. Hamilton. And the countless hours that they put in, plus our other instructors are not here. Is Dr. Honeycutt here? Oh, there she is. I didn't see you. You blend in with the students. You're supposed to be in the front. Sarah Honeycutt, thank you so much. Also, Kim Clausen isn't here, and a couple of our other instructors could not be here. But thank you so much for all that you do and for helping these students through. Sometimes they didn't like you, but that's okay, because you know what? Look where they are. Look, you guys, look where you are. I know there were times that you thought that math was going to just be the end of you. Here you are with a cord around your neck. So thank you to our faculty and the faculty that couldn't be here. So we're gonna go ahead and close now and get some pictures of our students. You're more than welcome to sit, or if you'd like to, just like I said, go outside. And Dr. Ponce will be out in the back meeting some people, so if y'all wanna go and meet with her, we would love to have you. We are going to do a group picture with Dr. Ponce, so give her a few minutes to get out there. Thank you all so much for coming. We appreciate you. Buenas noches.